my fellow Bahamians and residents of the Bahamas. The foremost responsibility of the government is to provide for a safe and secure environment conducive to the well-being of its citizens and the development of the country. Police statistics reveal that of the 117 murders that have been committed this year to date in the Bahamas, more than 60% were directly related to criminal enterprises, with the motives being drugs, conflict, and retaliation. The statistics also reveal the sad reality that the majority of perpetrators and victims of these crimes were males 30 years of age and younger. Additionally, a recent report published by the United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime revealed that murder rates in the Caribbean and Central America are the highest in the world. That report identifies the trafficking in narcotic drugs as the most reasonable explanation for this high rate of crime and violence in our region. The report further points out that the drug trade drives crime in a number of ways: by provoking property crimes that are related to addiction, by contributing to the widespread availability of firearms, and by violence that is tied to illicit trafficking. Indeed, our statistics in the Bahamas bear this out. The government of the Bahamas, along with numerous non-governmental organizations, has done much in terms of ongoing efforts to encourage our citizens, particularly our young people, not to become involved with illicit drugs. We have ensured that treatment and care facilities are available to those who have an addiction to drugs. The way forward to realizing greater success in our efforts in addressing the dual, interconnected menace of drugs and crime is for us to focus more on our anti-drug efforts. In this regard, I encourage all sectors of our society to become involved in the national campaign against drugs and crime that has been themed "Drugs and Crime, a Waste of Time. I too good for that." If you know someone who is involved with illicit drugs, a family member or a close friend, it is incumbent upon you to encourage that individual to stop and to seek help. I also urge the private sector, inclusive of the media, to play a more meaningful role in the fight against illicit drugs and crime. In this regard, I wish to highlight the efforts of Ms. Debbie Bartlett of the CEO Network, who has been a pioneer in identifying entrepreneurial and training opportunities for at-risk youth and reformed gang members of organizations such as United Against Crime and a movement for change within our inner city communities. Through their own efforts, these groups of young men have undertaken positive activities, including cleanup campaigns within their respective communities. Yes, we need everyone to get involved in order to win the fight against drugs and crime. I therefore encourage all NGOs, every religious, civic, and social organization to join in this campaign. It is my hope that this campaign against drugs and crime will further sensitize our nation to the reality that drugs and crime are a waste of time, and we as a people are too good for that. Fellow Bahamians, residents of the Bahamas, let us all recommit ourselves to making the Bahamas a better place.